He is back as the Celtics make a sneaky signing, bringing back Summer League standout from last year, Jay Scrubb, on an Exhibit 10-day deal. Scrubb has been rehabbing with the Celtics since last season, but he is fully healthy and ready to go. So, how will he impact this Celtics team? Could he eventually earn a two-way spot once again and make a case to get a standardized roster spot? We're going to be diving into all of that and more on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Velez. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, showing your love throughout the entire offseason. Godfrey and I couldn't be more thankful. But tomorrow, we're going to be having a live stream with the How About Them Celtics crew at 6:30 p.m. Make sure to come join to get more preseason breakdowns as we cover Celtics news all throughout the entire offseason, leading up to the year and breaking it down as well. Without further ado, let's dive into the topic at hand. Make sure to grab a snack. And like I said in the introduction, Jay Scrubb is officially back with the Boston Celtics, and this was announced yesterday afternoon. So let's dive in and let's look at this report. The report does come from Bobby Manning, who throughout the entire offseason had some great reporting with Jay Scrubb alongside Noah Dalzell. Those two were the ones that were mainly on top of this topic, but he said sources, the Celtics are signing Jay Scrubb to an Exhibit 10 contract. Scrubb is making a comeback from tearing his ACL last October, where he made the Celtics on a two-way deal. After a strong summer league, Scrubb announced on his Instagram that he is fully cleared. And what we heard from Jay Scrubb in an interview with Bobby Manning before the season even started, he had to say that the biggest thing for him is being healthy. Scrubb told CLNS in August. Just listening to my body, getting an ice bath, or go getting a massage. Just making sure I listen to it. That's the biggest thing for me. Just making sure I get through this year healthy. And that is huge for Jay Scrubb. Like we mentioned, Jay Scrubb came into the league as a second round pick and hasn't really had that opportunity to work himself to the spot. He's had team runs with the Clippers, runs with the Magic, but last season in the Summer League, he was one of the three best players on that team alongside JD Davison and Jordan Walsh. And he earned himself a two-way contract, looking like a player that could possibly even earn himself a standardized contract if there were some injuries, if he was, looking like a nice standout, possibly could even earn a opportunity with another team. But unfortunately for Jay Scrubb, like Bobby Manning said, he tore his ACL last October. So he was out for the whole entire season. He rehabbed with the team, worked with their facilities, and then we had some kind of weird reporting he was going to be with the team. Then there wasn't enough Exhibit 10-day slots to give him an opportunity. So, like I was saying, I thought he was rehabbing, getting back together, getting to his opportunity. And I think we finally have seen it go. Like he said, he's officially back fully 100%. And they wanted to give him that opportunity because they thought that he deserved it. And I totally agree with the Celtics organization. I think this is the smart thing. I think this is the right thing. I know that we have a lot of guards, and Scrubb is a guard, but he can provide some scoring action and some of that as well. Let's look at this courtesy of the article from Bobby Manning, but this will mark Scrubb's fifth season since going number 55 overall to the Clippers out of John A. Logan College, a JUCO in Illinois, the first player to be drafted from a JUCO in the NBA. He played on the Clippers in Magic's G League teams before, averaging 14.4 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.4 assists, and 1.2 steals per game in the 2023 Summer League for Boston. He shot 46% from the field and 40% from three with that team as well. So like I said, looking at those Summer League stats, those are top tier stats. And yeah, you could be saying, yeah, Scrubb's a player that's been in the league for a little while. He can cook up against some of those G League guys. That's what he's supposed to do. He's a G League player. But yes, that's the thing. But players like that can earn these ample opportunities to become NBA players. Look at Sam Hauser, a player who was undrafted from Virginia, went to the Maine Celtics, worked his way up, and then is an NBA champion and is getting paid $10 million next season due to the fact of those contributions and that hard work and that dedication. A player like Scrubb could easily flip that around, and I'm never going to turn my back on a player that is putting in that hard work. Always want to believe in Jay Scrubb. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As we all know, if you've been a big fan of the channel, we share the same birthday, and I am a huge fan of Jay Scrubb. But with Jay Scrubb coming in, obviously, like we mentioned, an Exhibit 10-day is going to have to get waived. So let's dissect into who got cut and what does this mean for the Boston Celtics. So like we were saying earlier, with the weird, wacky reporting, Scrubb has been working out with this team, has been rehabbing with this team, has expected to, have a role within this Maine Celtics squad. But because he was rehabbing from his injury, he didn't have a guaranteed Exhibit 10 contract. Therefore, players that also had those Exhibit 10-day contracts that we're going to look at, players like Lonnie Walker, Ron Harper Jr., Dimitrios Skepinstap, and Tristan Unwara were a little weird when looking at where Scrubb would replace those guys. Now, we do have some confirmation following later in the day from that report. I do believe Bobby Kravitsky was the first person to be on this in his article, but Bobby Manning got it in his follow-up tweet, so I do have it from him here, but I do want to give credit to where credit is due. But like Bobby Manning said, corresponding move that became official later in the day was that the Celtics waived forward Tristan Enwara, who played in the Summer League and is expected to join Maine this year. Boston needed room on the 21-man offseason roster to add Scrubb because going into training camp, you can only have 21 guys under contract or on your roster. Now, with the Celtics coming home from Abu Dhabi, they do gear up to take on more preseason games this weekend. Saturday, they strap up and take on Philadelphia, and Sunday, they take on the Toronto Raptors. And as we saw in Abu Dhabi, those Exhibit 10-day guys got some ample runtime and got some opportunity to play in the preseason. We saw guys like Lonnie Walker, like Skepinstap, like Ron Harper Jr. get some time in those games, and even though I don't expect it to be some big-time moments from Jay Scrubb maybe early on, I do expect him to get some development, some run if he's fully healthy and fully cleared, because he's going to need to catch up to some game speed here and kind of get used to playing the game. Like we said, he's been training, he's been practicing, he's been working out with this team behind the scenes, guaranteed, and he's putting in that hard work. But you got to add that game element to it to also put that X factor in. Like I said, I'm wishing nothing best for Scrubb, and I truly think he'll be a player on this G League team because obviously he's not on a two-way spot like last year, so he's not going to be playing on the Celtics team. He's going to be on the Maine Celtics, and I think that's the best opportunity for a player like Scrubb. Like we said, he's rehabbing this ACL injury. He wants to be back. He's been putting in that hard work. So let him show it in the G League, even though the G League is going to be a little bit tougher because there are going to be some other guards. Maybe a guy like Lonnie Walker or Ron Harper Jr. does go down in the G League alongside with them. So there is a little bit of a log jam in that guard position with bringing Baylor there as well. But I do think it's still going to work out, and I do think that he will get some opportunities to run with this Celtics squad and really showcase how he could work his way back. Like we said, Scrubb averaged 14 points when playing in the Summer League, and in the G League, I feel confident that he can do very similar stats because he's playing against very similar of players or some of those names, I think, or of some of that skill set. I really truly believe in Scrubb. I think that this is fantastic for him. I think this is a big move by the Celtics, bringing back a player as well. This not only goes to show you that they're a respected organization, bringing a player that they worked out, rehabbed, made sure was A-okay, but also goes to show you that Scrubb put in that hard work and that he is deserving of this opportunity. And if he gets this opportunity and with the Maine Celtics, this could turn into another opportunity for him in the future. We saw a player like DJ Stewart with the Celtics this year go on the Celtics Summer League, or G League, play with them, then move on to the Bulls Summer League this year and earn a two-way spot with that team. That's always an opportunity for Scrubb in the future. And like I said, if it isn't with the Celtics, I'm always going to be rooting and supporting this guy due to the fact that he is a cold-hearted killer in the Summer League, and we share the same birthday. I'm a huge supporter of you, Jay Scrubb. Wishing you nothing but the best of luck. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. How do you guys feel about Jay Scrubb? Do you guys like this move? Are you guys happy that he's back? Do you guys remember him from the Summer League? Drop down your comments down below. Like I said, you guys have been absolutely fantastic showing your love and support on the channel, and Godfrey and I couldn't be more appreciative. Like I had mentioned earlier in the episode, how about them Celtics crew, Jack Simone, Sam LaFrance are going to be on the show tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. live. We're going to be breaking down preseason, looking at players that have stood out, looking at some roles that they can kind of fill in, and then also looking at who we need to step up and who we're kind of looking at for these next games coming up this weekend. It's going to be an absolute fun time. Hope to catch you all there. Like I said, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for showing your support over the offseason. I'm Bruce Velez. Have a great rest of your day. And go Boston Celtics, baby.